Done. Well, a little bit of hush, or the speech goes on and on. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2012 Eircom Spiders. And what an introduction. Against all the odds, what a crowd this evening. Thank you all for coming. Before we get moving for the main body of our event, I just want to say a few little things. Tonight is the 17th year of the Spiders. It's the 9th year as the Eircom Spiders. And what a wonderful night of excellence. We hear so much doom and gloom in the market when we see so many success stories, the high quality of nominations, and the colour in the room. It says a lot for Ireland Inc. As Caroline Lennon will tell you in a couple of minutes, this year we broke all records for the Eircom Spiders. Our nominations were up over 40% this year. And on that note, before we start, I'd like to give all of our nominees a big round of applause before we begin the evening. Indeed, in the 9 years since Eircom have sponsored the Spiders, a lot has changed, and it reminded me this afternoon as somebody was telling me about all the companies that have come and gone, and those who were in front of us this evening, of a story I recently heard that, in 1977, there were only 450 Elvis Presley impersonators. However, a recent study by a Danish university established that today there are 450,000 Elvis Presley impersonators all over the world. And that means if you extrapolate it out to 2050, 1 in 3 people will be an Elvis Presley impersonator. And if I bring that back home, that means that 1 in 4 people around your table tonight at the 2050 Eircom Spiders will be wearing a white jumpsuit. So you've got to figure out who that actually is. You figured it out already, right? Tonight is an evening of celebration, and it would not be possible without Eircom. And I want to give the guys in Eircom a particular round of applause because they put an enormous amount of work into this, and we would not be here without Caroline, Pádraig and the team. I want to particularly thank Caroline Lennon and Pádraig Corkery and Lisa and all the team at Eircom for their vision this year. I suppose the focus of the Spiders has shifted enormously, and I think you can see Eircom's intent from a business perspective in e-enabling Irish business. I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight before we get going. Again, your support has been outstanding. The team at Business and Finance, too many to name, but particularly Louise, Rebecca, Nadia, Sinead, Chris, and all of the team. Thank you so much for all your nights. The CCD, yet again, for putting on such a great show. Before we move on and introduce Caroline, it was mentioned to me earlier that if Carlsberg did sponsors, it would be Eircom, and I can say that with hand on heart. So to get the evening moving, can I ask Caroline Lennon, Eircom's Chief Commercial Officer, to join me and launch the 2012 Eircom Spiders. Caroline.
Thank you, Ian. On behalf of Eircom, I'm delighted to welcome you all back to the Convention Centre again this year for the Eircom Spider Awards. It's great to see again that the digital industry in Ireland bucks the gloomy economic trend and comes out to celebrate your great achievements. As Ian already mentioned, we've seen a massive growth in entries this year. We've exceeded 400 for the first time. And we've also added 2 new awards. We've added the Digital Startup Award and the Business Choice Award. And the Business Choice Award is open to a public vote. And if you haven't voted yet, you still can. So please just download the Eircom Spiders app, choose one of our 4 nominees, and we'll see how that turns out later in the day. And I think for people who vote, you may be in with a chance of winning an eMobile smartphone. So Ian said it already, but we're in our 9th year as sponsors of these awards, and we're really, really proud to support and recognise your achievements in the digital field. It is really important to showcase innovation, imagination, and the application of technology in order to drive awareness of the benefits of digital and foster excellence in web-based businesses. You're digital leaders, but you may be surprised to learn that 40% of small businesses in Ireland do not have a website. That means that out of the 200,000 small firms in Ireland, about 80,000 are not benefiting from the digital tools which are driving your business success and giving you enhanced access to better markets and to more customers. And that's one of the reasons why we've launched Digital Boost. It's an initiative aimed at small businesses. So every month, companies can enter a competition to win an online strategy day with our team of digital experts, a free telecoms for the year worth of 2,500, and a brand new website. In business, it's all about winning, and tonight's awards will hopefully give an added digital boost to your business. All of you who've been shortlisted tonight are already seen as delivering excellence in the online sphere. And it's great that so many of you put the Eircom Spiders badge on your site when you're nominated. These are the best and most prestigious awards in the industry, and we know from previous winners you've seen increased traffic, increased profile, and even more importantly, increased sales. So through a combination of practical help and recognising your excellence through these awards, we're actively working to enable and reward the use of digital in business. And it's not just in business. We're using the same approach with schools, and I really look forward again to the Eircom Junior Spiders, and they've moved to a new date in the spring. But you'll also see when Ian talks about this year's Internet Hero, how successful the Junior Spiders have been. So a night like this, doesn't happen by itself, so I need to thank and acknowledge a few people. So first of all, thanks to Fireball Media for their work in testing all the nominations from a technical perspective and giving great advice to the judging panel. I really need to thank the judges. I was promoted from chairman of the Junior Spiders this year to the Senior Spiders, and the amount of time, care and dedication that the judges put in was absolutely exemplary. And again, with 400 plus entries, they really worked very hard, and I look forward to working with them all again in the future. As ever, I'd like to thank Business and Finance, Ian, the team, Louise, Rebecca and Chris. We really appreciate your support as a sponsor, and again, we look forward to working with you on the Junior Spiders. But the biggest thanks of all must go to you guys, the internet and digital industry in Ireland, for continuing to really push digital, punch above your weight, and give Ireland such a strong reputation globally for digital entrepreneurship. Thank you again for supporting these awards, and very best of luck to all of you tonight. I'll be back here later to present the Grand Prix Award, but until then, enjoy your dinner and have a great evening. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Caroline. And can I pay particular tribute to Caroline for her chairmanship of the judging panel? So many people ask me, did I win? Am I in the running? And all that. I didn't know. We don't know, so don't blame me. She's a fantastic chairperson, a thankless job in some respects, very tough job, and all of our judges did an outstanding job to make this a very objective process. So as nominees and winners, it's more than a clap on the back. This is a well thought through process. Many gurus in the room this evening, and people have been quoting, the greats, Drucker, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, for their insight to business success. However, my particular favorite was Groucho Marx, who once said that business success is all about honesty and integrity, and if you can fake that, you've really made it. Well, there's obviously lots of fakers in the room this evening, but there's no faking it with the results of the Eircom Spiders. And to move things along, I am absolutely delighted, and I would like you to join me in giving a rapturous round of applause and welcome back to Des Bishop.
Thank you, everybody. It's great to be back here at the Eircom Spiders. I've never been in the convention center before. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing started.
It is quite a prestigious award. I mean, even as soon as people are nominated, you see it going up on their websites. So we've been delighted in terms of the number of entries. So we've had over 400 entries, so up on last year, which is great. We see as well the quality of the entrants continuing to improve.
The Eircom Spiders have been around for longer than any of the other awards, and they're still really the benchmark for online and digital excellence in Ireland.
It was critical for us to win Inspire. Yeah, I mean, it's such a big night. I think there's 700 or 800 people there, and for us to be exposed to these businesses was massive for our business.
The winner of the Aircom Spider for Re10Xs is the Corkscrew Wine Merchants.
The biggest impact of winning an award like the Aircom Spider Awards is that it gives an awful lot of our customers security. They have the confidence to go onto our site and order without feeling worried about where their payments might go. The orders that we had coming in were trickling in at the start. Now the number of people that visit our website on a monthly basis has grown by 10-15 fold.
Bonkers.ie.
As a startup business, having an Aircom Spider win when we're still so relatively young, it means that we have that calling card of credibility that really you cannot buy.
It is great to see more and more small businesses put a lot of effort into their online presence, and it's really great to see them coming through and then putting that effort forward for a Spider.
Probably the single biggest challenge for any business in a startup phase is how can we tell people that we exist for the least amount of money possible.
One of our key sort of strategies around small business customers is to help them get online, and if they're already online, to maximise their presence online. All the research will tell you that if you're not online and your customers are, you're missing an opportunity.
There's so many channels out there you can use as a startup. Is it through a blog? Is it through Twitter?
We continue to see social media being used, so we continue to see Facebook and Twitter being really integrated parts of people's online presence, which I think is really exciting and really interesting.
Well, community for Bonkers.ie is really one of the cornerstones. It's providing a location where people can give their own experience of suppliers and also ask questions of other community members.
So it's very important for us to keep looking for new ways to engage with our customers and keep interacting on different various forms of social media. And if we continue to do that, we'll keep ahead of the rest.
We're also seeing an awful lot more use of video.
Video's huge, yeah. You don't have to have a huge budget to do it. You could do it very, very simply. But I think the key is the content about what you're actually saying on the video.
So we strive to keep improving our website on a daily basis, and winning awards like this gives us that impetus to go ahead and do it even more so.
And I found that was one thing about the night. I realised that people were in such good mood. It was just a celebration of the internet business in Ireland, So I'd say if you win, fantastic. If not, just try again.
So we continue to see the wonderful work that gets done in the internet industry in Ireland, and for Aircom to be associated with that, we think is really powerful.
Okay, so here we go. 18 awards. 18 awards with a break in between.